If you receive SSI, Supplemental Security Income, you're going to see 2 deposits hit your account this July, one at the very start of the month and one at the very end. Now, before you get excited or spend that second one, I need to tell you exactly what it is, because getting this wrong could leave you short in August. This is not a new benefit. It's not a bonus. And it doesn't affect everyone the same way. So let me walk you through the exact July dates, who they apply to, and the one simple rule that keeps you from making a very common mistake. Let's make this simple. Everything I'm sharing today comes straight from the official Social Security payment calendar, the schedule of Social Security benefit payments for 2026. This is a schedule update. It is not a new law. It is not an extra payment the government decided to send. Nobody in Washington approved this. It's simply how the calendar works when a payment date lands on a weekend or a holiday. And this July, 2 of those calendar quirks happen at the same time. There's also one group whose payment date moved this month. I'll get to exactly who that is in a moment. So here's what you'll know by the end of this video. You'll know the 4 key dates in July. You'll know whether those 2 SSI deposits apply to you. You'll know who is not affected at all, and that's actually most people. And you'll know the one simple rule that protects your budget. Let's start with the part that confuses people the most, those 2 SSI deposits. First, a little background, so the rest makes sense. SSI Supplemental Security Income is normally paid on the first day of each month. That's the rule. But there's an exception built into that rule. When the first of the month lands on a weekend or a federal holiday, Social Security doesn't wait. They move the payment earlier to the last business day before it. That's an important detail. The payment doesn't disappear, and it doesn't come late. It comes early. And that early payment rule is exactly what creates the situation we're seeing in July. So here's how July plays out for SSI. Your July SSI payment arrives on Wednesday, July 1st. That one's normal July 1st is a regular business day. No holiday, no weekend, nothing unusual there. But then look at the end of the month. Your August SSI payment is supposed to come on August 1st. The problem is the 1st of August 2026 falls on a Saturday, and Social Security doesn't pay on weekends. So that August payment gets moved up to the last business day before it, which is Friday, July 31st. That's why you'll see 2 SSI deposits land in July, one on July 1st, one on July 31st. Now, here's the part I really want you to hear clearly. That second deposit on July 31st is not extra money. It is not a bonus. It is not a surprise payment. It is your August SSI payment just arriving a day early because of the calendar. Let me say that one more time because it matters. The money you get on July 31st has to last you through the beginning of August. There will not be another SSI deposit on August 1st because you already got it. So if you treat that July 31st money like a gift and spend it all in July, you could find yourself short when your August rent and August bills come due. I'll come back to that with a simple rule in a minute. But hold on to it because there's a budgeting trap hidden in that second deposit. Now let's talk about the second thing happening in July, and this one affects a different group of people. There's a group of beneficiaries who are normally paid on the 3rd of every month. If you're in that group, your date moved this month. Here's why. The 3rd of July is a Friday, July 3rd. And this year, that Friday is the observed Independence Day holiday because July 4th, the actual holiday, falls on a Saturday. When a holiday lands on a Saturday, the government observes it on the Friday before, and Social Security doesn't pay on federal holidays. So the payment moves earlier again to Thursday, July 2nd. So who's actually in this paid on the 3rd group? Let me be specific, because not everyone is. You may be in this group if you started receiving Social Security before May 1997. You may also be in it if you receive both Social Security and SSI at the same time. In that case, your SSI comes on the 1st and your Social Security comes on the 2nd this month. This group also includes people who live outside the United States and people enrolled in a Medicare savings program, where the state helps pay their Medicare premiums. If that's you, your July payment comes on Thursday, July 2nd, one day earlier than usual. It is not missing. It is not late. It just came a day early because of the holiday. Now here's the good news, and it applies to most people watching. If your Social Security payment is based on your birthday, none of these date changes affect you. Your schedule in July is completely normal. Let me show you. If your birthday falls between the 1st and the 10th of the month, you're paid on the second Wednesday, that's July 8th. If your birthday falls between the 11th and the 20th, you're paid on the third Wednesday, July 15th. And if your birthday falls between the 21st and the 31st, you're paid on the fourth Wednesday, July 22nd. Those dates are right on their normal schedule. No holiday shift, no early payment, no second deposit. So if you're in this group, you can relax. Nothing about your July is unusual. You just needed someone to tell you that plainly. And these rules can feel confusing, especially when the information comes in a short notice, or you hear bits and pieces from different places. You are not alone if it felt complicated. That's exactly why we walk through it one step at a time. Let's come back to that budgeting trap I mentioned, because this is the most important practical point in the whole video. If you receive SSI and you get that second deposit on July 31st, here is the one rule to remember. Treat it as your August money, not July money. The simplest way to picture it, that July 31st deposit is the first dollar of August, just landing one day early. So when you sit down to plan, set that money aside for your August rent, your August groceries, your August prescriptions, whatever your beginning of month bills are. If it helps, label it in your head as August, because the calendar gives and the calendar takes. You get 2 deposits in July this time, but that means there's no fresh SSI deposit waiting for you on August 1st. Knowing that now, today, is what keeps you steady later. Now, anytime there's a change in the payment schedule, scammers pay attention too. So let me give you some protection. Here's the truth. You do not have to do anything to receive these payments. They are automatic. Nobody from Social Security is going to call you, text you, or email you asking for a fee to release your second deposit. Nobody is going to ask for your Social Security number, your bank login, or a gift card to confirm your July payment. Social Security will never ask for that. So if you get a call, a text, or an email about your July or August payment, especially one that pushes you to act fast, or pay something, or share personal information, treat it as a scam. Don't call the number in the message. Don't click the link. Here's a quick tip on emails. Real Social Security web addresses end in .gov, followed by a slash. If there's anything else squeezed in before that slash, it's fake. And when in doubt, don't react in the moment. Hang up, take a breath, and go directly to the official source yourself. And that's the safest next step for everyone watching. Instead of trusting a message or even trusting me, go check your own dates directly. The safest way to do that is your free, official My Social Security account at ssa.gov. When you log in there, you can see your own payment schedule, confirm which group you're in, and check your deposit details all in one secure place. If you're helping a parent or a loved one, this is a great time to sit down together and review their account with them. It only takes a few minutes, and it puts the real answer right in front of you. And please don't post your personal details in the comments to ask about your payment. Keep that information private and check it through your official account instead. Alright, let's bring it all together with the 4 dates and the one golden rule. July 1st, SSI is paid as usual. July 2nd. If you're normally paid on the 3rd, including people who started before May 1997 and people who get both Social Security and SSI, your payment comes a day early because of the Independence Day holiday, July 8th, 15th, and 22nd. If you're paid by your birthday, your dates are completely normal. And July 31st, SSI recipients get their August payment early because August 1st is a Saturday. And the golden rule, the one thing to carry with you, that July 31st deposit is your August money, arriving early, not a bonus. Make it last into August and you'll be just fine. If this made the schedule clearer for you, consider subscribing. On this channel, we focus on clear, honest updates about Social Security, Medicare, taxes, and senior benefits. What changed, who it affects, and what to check next. No panic, no hype, just plain answers. If you know someone on SSI who might spend that second deposit by mistake, consider sharing this with them. It could save them a real headache in August. And always confirm your own dates in your official My Social Security account at ssa.gov. Take care of yourself, and we'll see you in the next one.